It's week 2 of the 2028 season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Saints on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. It's week 2 of this NFL season. Couple of teams feeling good, Greg. Victory in the season opener, and that gives you just great momentum off the schneid to start the season. Now, what's ahead for these guys?
Going into week 1 was always kind of an interesting deal, Mike, and I always felt as a player, you prepare months for week 1, and then you prepare 7 days for week 2. It's kind of a very interesting thing.
The kicker, Blake Rupe, set to start it. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking...
Oh, big hole, left side. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, L.A. It's his second touchdown of the year. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way, and that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get forward for a couple. Cameron Kitchens there to bring him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Receiver in motion, headed left. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
2nd down and 8. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's 3rd and 7. Man in motion here is Tucker. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Rams punting unit coming out. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 20 on the connection. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw, taken in. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Back to the air one more time. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Motion man sent right. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun.
Complete to number 13. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Here's Blake Groupie for the Saints. A field goal try. This a 48-yard attempt. Groupie's kick is good. And the Saints will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. He'll try to run for it with Williams. Here's the punter now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw again. That one brought in by Nakua. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the Rams' 2-yard line.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And You're just saying box them out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it,
and he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
if you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to
Neutral
jump?
zone infraction, defense. Automatic 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion, These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Sending a receiver right. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. On the move, past the 40. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We're back to New Orleans after this. To the air now on 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll try and run for it. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5.
1st down and goal to go.
Throwing now from the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Rams have it. Accelerating toward midfield. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw on the move is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Throwing now on 1st and 10.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
That one's on target, and it is good! From from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touched back, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
They motion a receiver right. Back to throw. He'll get that complete to Ross. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. They'll send him over to the left. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it at the 7. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go with him again. And that big offensive block, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, And now the task gets a lot tougher for the second half. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense and Brandon Ayuk ready to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. The drive begins with a run by Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. He'll look to throw. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Ooh! Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Right back to Williams. They connect again. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Slot receiver headed right. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the 1st down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone way early and often. That one for a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback, and don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant, and this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They motion the slot man left. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Back to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And it would appear they are on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this 4th quarter. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Quick throw, taken in. And the Saints are likely going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he will score again. Touchdown, Saints. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Rams offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Williams, the tight end, is in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now he'll air one out. He's got it! Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Rams are able to edge a bit closer. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we roll through the highlights, we see how important he has been to his team's success in this one. Running the ball in concert with an offensive line that did a great job in clearing the path. It has been a great team effort thus far today. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here comes 3rd and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, New Orleans.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
Back to the ground after the penalty, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. There he goes, inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Saints will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, LA.
1st down, Rams.
They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So here as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's 4th down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So this one, a win for the Saints. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.